Marshals, you will please sit the graduating class of 2024.
Good morning and welcome, friends, family, faculty, and fellow peers to the 2024 graduation ceremonies.
This year, I have the honor of co-emceeing with my friends William Bruce Okuchukwu Enukem. Last year, Will and I met in Mrs. Vinskas's AP chemistry classroom, and Will, I just wanted to say, maybe it was never about having the correct proportions of acid and base in our titration labs, but the friends you made while failing it. Take it away, Queen.
This is my lovely assistant MC, Victoria Amanda Lewis. And as she stated, we met last year in AP Chemistry. And in very similar fashion to the good old days, we were up till 2 cramming out this speech. So we hope we do good.
Woo. Okay. Our first speaker is Eliza Johnson, who will be giving the recognition of military service.
Eliza has been involved in all aspects of the CHS community. She's part of our wonderful CHS orchestra. She's done sound for CHS Live, our daily news program. She managed the wrestling team and recently graduated from year 2 of health science with the Concord Regional Technical Center.
As for our after-school plans, Eliza will be starting basic training in the fall and plans to attend college in the following spring. Now, as we hand off the mic, please welcome Eliza to the stage.
Hi, my name is Eliza Johnson. I am enlisted in the Army Reserves as a 68 Mike, which for those of you who don't know, that is a dietitian. And I head out to basic in August. And there's one other student of this class who we were made aware of who also enlisted. She enlisted in the New Hampshire Army National Guard. So Ayanna Cresswell, please stand to be recognized for enlistment in the New Hampshire Army National Guard. It is an honor to be able to serve this country and go into service. Would any veterans in the audience please stand to be recognized? And would everyone please stand and remove your hat for the national anthem, except for graduates, because I know some of us have it pinned in.
Thank you, Concord Chamber Singers and senior choir members. Marshals, please seat the graduating class.
Next, we'll be hearing from Mr. Herbert,
You
who,
mean Dr. Herbert?
no, we should say Principal Herbert.
All right, sure, Principal.
Okay. Next, we'll be hearing from Principal Herbert with his opening remarks. This past school year, Principal Herbert took over the position of principal at CHS. However, he actually spent many years working in our lovely CHS community.
Now please welcome Mr. Dr. Principal Herbert to the stage for his first time ever giving opening remarks.
Thank you, guys. So good morning, esteemed faculty, families, and most importantly, graduating class of 2024. It is an honor and privilege I stand before you today as principal of Concord High School. For those here in attendance, welcome to the Concord High School 2024 graduation ceremony. We are gathered today to celebrate a major milestone that marks the end of a high school journey, but the beginning of the next chapter for the fine scholars in front of us. Let's give them a round of applause. I have a few thank yous I gotta say for pulling this day off. So first, I would like to start with a special thanks to Justin Wheeler of Concord Parks and Recreation for prepping the facilities to accommodate thousands in attendance, to Dan Gonthards and his crew for the time committed to making today's day a success, to the CHS music and drama programs for organizing today's performances, music, and audio, to Josh Hardy and his crew from Concord TV for streaming the ceremony. For those who could not be here in person today, do not miss out on this special moment. Thank you to all the families and friends who are here today. It is because of your unwavering support through all the years, our graduates are here in front of us, about to receive their diploma. You supported them during the times of laughter and during the times of tears. To all the Concord High School and Concord School District pre-K through 12 staff, educators, counselors, and administrative teams who have been supporting our scholars through their academic journey, thank you for your dedication and commitment. I'd also like to recognize Lisa Lamb and her crew of dedicated staff who have been working diligently for months behind the scene to ensure that this day is a special moment for all students and families. Scholars, as you look back and think about your freshman year, you arrived curious, excited, and anxious about the opportunities that lay ahead of you. In what seems like a moment, the years have passed, and here you are today before us as confident seniors ready to go out in the world and pursue your passions. The journey consisted of well-crafted lessons in the classroom, co-curricular activities, and the unwritten curriculum of navigating friendships, losses, heartbreaks, all while discovering yourselves. Like your journey through high school, our journeys through life are riddled with mistakes, failures, and missed opportunities. I could write a book about my own experiences, but it would not make the New York bestsellers list. A lot has been learned through the challenges we face and the challenges you have faced during your time at CHS. These lessons have increased your level of resiliency and determination. The fact that you sit here in front of us today is a testament to that. In addition to the challenges, there have been countless moments of happiness, whether it was passing a test, socializing with your friends, winning a game with your team, your performance on the final night of a play, setting a new personal record, or performing in one of our musical programs in front of a packed house. Moments like these have brought you joy and provided you with the experience of success. It has been your internal motivation through the times of trouble. So today, as you leave here, graduates, I ask you to promise yourself, as your story unfolds, You will not focus on the problems you face in life. If you do, you will inevitably encounter more problems. Instead, I ask you to focus on the possibilities that lie ahead of you when you overcome those challenges. The struggles we encountered and will face in the future change us for the better if we focus on the possibilities. This is not an easy task. You are not alone at it. Just like the teachers, counselors, administrators, friends, and family that have supported you through your years of education, you will have family, friends, colleagues, and others there to support you along the way through your journey. I also ask today, embrace moments like this that you are currently in. If it is after moments like this, we often realize how precious they were. So when you leave here today, moving forward, please take these lessons with you. Embrace the good times. Face the challenges head on, and I assure you, each and every one of you sitting in front of me today will improve our community one by one. Roll Tide, class of 2024. Congratulations.
Now our alma mater, Hail to Concord High, written by CHS graduate Muriel Coleman, class of 48, will be sung by the CHS Chamber Singers and senior choral members. Next, we'll be hearing from our class salutatorian, Ellis White. Okay, I have an idea, Will. I want you to read out this list as fast as you can in one breath. Go.
Ellis has been heavily involved at CHS, including, but not limited to, participation in all of the CHS music ensembles, band, choir, and orchestra. 3 times NHMEA All-State Mixed Choir member, grades 10 through 12. NHMEA Jazz All-State Choir member, 2024. NHMEA Chamber All-State Flute Choir member, 2024. student teacher at Abbott Downing School and Runlet Middle School the past 2 years with the CRTC Education and Behavioral Science program, leader in the music department from Tri-M officer to section leader to drum major, participated in theater at CHS all 4 years, won the CHS Music Directors Award for this year, and has worked as a volunteer with students across the district musically and in recreational activities.
Nice job, Will. Next year, Ellis will be attending Keene State for music education with a choral teacher certification. As we hand off the mic, please welcome Ellis to the stage. Where is it?
I found it. Hello, my name is Ella White, though I'm more known around the halls and classrooms as Ellis, and I'm honored to be the Salutatorian of the Concord High School class of 2024. It is a gift to be able to stand on this stage in front of my family, my friends, my teachers, mentors, and my fellow graduates. I'm proud of the students sitting before me, and that they are the ones with whom I get to share this stage today as we transition from being members of the same shared community into people who will soon turn the whole world into our playground. As this day approached, a variety of emotions ran through my head and my heart. I'm sure this resonates with anybody here today. Throughout the next 2 hours, I encourage you, regardless of your role in today's ceremony, to look around at this unique, talented group of young people and to feel a sense of pride. The students here today have worked hard to achieve this significant milestone. We come here with different stories from varied circumstances and backgrounds, creating the diversified environment that is part of what makes Concord so beautiful and special. As we leave, we are different people than the children we were when we first arrived at CHS. More of our stories, collectively and individually, have been written, and our backgrounds have expanded to include a wealth of knowledge and experiences from high school. Know that the story you hold is valuable, and Concord High School represents an important chapter, regardless of how many positive or negative characters or events were written into the pages of the past 4 years. When I was presented with the opportunity to give the salutatorian address, I was told, "You can say anything you want, just try to inspire them." That's a lot of pressure, Mr. Herbert. Hopefully, the story I will paint for you in the next few minutes is one of inspiration, though I'm honored and happy to share it with you regardless. My story is one of many ups and downs, and I attribute a combination of my resilience, the support networks that surround me, and my passion for music to be some of the factors that have allowed me to stand here today and speak to you. I am standing on this stage as the CHS Class of 2024 Salutatorian, and I feel lucky to be the only one in this sea of students who can say that. But who am I beyond this? We all entered high school automatically facing adversity due to the nature of the pandemic. As for me, I entered high school as a student diagnosed with anxiety and depression. Though the past 4 years, I have found ways to manage my mental illnesses and to thrive. What defines me more, though, is that I am a survivor of sexual assault that changed the course of my life. But I'm not the only one here today who has experienced such trauma. According to the CDC, before the age of 18, 1 out of 4 female-presenting people like myself and 1 out of 6 male-presenting people are victims of sexual violence. Being counted among that statistic does not need to define us, though, nor does it make us weak. It is possible to overcome adversity and to go on and do incredible things. You do, however, need to find the right support system to help you. My home away from home has always been the CHS music department. My first day at band camp was one of the most nerve-wracking days of my entire life, even worse than standing on this stage now, existing as a vulnerable human being who is sharing their story with hundreds of people that they've never even met before. Transitions and big life events are hard for me, so to walk onto a massive field with about 100 students making loud noises with their instruments as a 14-year-old after not seeing any of my classmates during the pandemic was really difficult for me. My first memory of the music department became walking onto the practice field just a couple of seconds away from here, being given a drill chart for our field show, and being told to find my dot. To me, it sounded like a different language. I talk with my face, so it was 100% obvious that I had no idea what to do. The first student who spoke to me, Shannon Tyrell, a drum major at the time, approached me with kindness and spoke to me like I belonged there. I don't know what was going through his head when he decided to help me, though as someone who's been fortunate enough to become a drum major, a section leader, a tri-am officer, and a general leader in the music department, I knew that he was doing exactly what was expected of him. He was just being a good role model. That moment has stuck with me throughout the past 4 years. I knew as soon as I met Shannon that the music department was going to be my home. Many of you have been fortunate enough to find a home within the other areas of CHS, whether that be on an athletic field, in a club, or an organization, or in the classroom. Music is unique in the way that it is social, emotional, and academic all at the same time. To be a musician is to be part of a team that is intertwined and emotionally connected through the power of song. Throughout all of it, you are taught skills such as active listening, critical thinking, self-awareness, responsibility, and the concept of using every required core subject that exists in the education system to create something beautiful. Because of the complexity of music, it takes a special type of person to be able to be knowledgeable, professional, and skilled enough to be able to teach it. Concord High School is lucky to have 3 people incredibly qualified to do that job: Mr. Cohen, Mrs. Cowett, and Mr. McKernan, who show up to school every day and create an environment filled with joy, positivity, and acceptance. I once thought that I was going to major in acting with a minor in business, but after facing my own struggles and adversity, I realized that my true calling was to help other people, just like these 3 have helped me. Their never-ending support has given me the confidence to advocate for myself after my sense of self-worth had been crushed by another human's actions. Their teaching and mentorship helped me to develop a student-teacher relationship that had made me feel safer than I have ever felt in a place other than my own home. That's not an easy feat to accomplish, yet Concord High provides opportunities for its students to experience this sense of safety. I'm not the only one in this graduating class who has been touched by the care and guidance of a teacher or of a coach. When I realized that I wanted to become a music educator, one of my greatest motivators was the idea of being able to give back the skills and life lessons that Mr. Cohen, Mrs. Cowett, and Mr. McKernan have shared with me. While not every student who has walked through the halls of CHS has been involved with the music department as much as I have, we've all found our communities here. There is always a person to turn to when you need a helping hand. Last fall, I told my therapist that I was scared to move on from CHS. I wanted to stay in the music department that I held so close to my heart, a place where I knew joy and safety. I've created a support system here, and I've gained the skills to be resilient through my music. I've dedicated the past 4 years to growing in the halls around me, but I knew that I was outgrowing the place that had allowed me to grow. My therapist asked me a deceptively simple question: who is asking you to be ready? And she told me, nobody is asking you to be ready. And this has stuck with me every step of the way ever since. Nobody throughout this journey has asked any of us to be ready, and the challenges we have faced, from remote learning to learning how to become strong young adults and individuals, certainly doesn't help with the feeling of readiness. This part of your story is ending, but endings are also beginnings, and that doesn't mean that we are losing the support systems we found here at CHS. Their involvement in our lives is just changing. To my fellow graduates, thank you for the memories and for your dedication. Thank you to our support systems for leading us through this period of our lives. Take this time to celebrate, reflect, be grateful, and find peace in the fact that we are moving on. However ready you are as you walk this stage today is going to be ready enough. I wish you all endless luck and happiness in your future. Thank you.
Unfortunately, the wind really got me, so watch out.
The Memory Chair is a long-standing tradition in the CHS community. It stands to recognize those who cannot be with us for whatever reason on this monumental day. This year, Mia Zarnecki will be presenting the memory chair speech with her own take on its meaning.
Mia has been a passionate participant at CHS the past 4 years. As the National Honor Society president, serving on class as secretary, gracing us with the sound of her clarinet, and co-leading the CHS Writing Club, all while maintaining a strict 9 p.m. bedtime weekdays, 10 p.m. weekends.
Next year, Mia will be attending the University of Massachusetts Lowell to study pre-medicine and pre-health.
Now, please give a warm welcome to Mia Zarnecki.
Okay. At the heart of the ceremony stands the memory chair, a reminder of those who have touched our lives. Though their physical presence may be absent, their spirit lives on in the cherished memories we hold dear. The memory chair symbolizes more than just an empty seat. It represents the lives we have lost and the lessons we have learned. Reflecting on my journey, I am reminded of the challenges I have faced and the individuals who have shaped my path. Growing up in the shadow of addiction and adversity, I often felt lost and alone. I myself have lost ones that I care about and even have lost parts of myself because of it. I would like to pause for a moment and let everyone find their person. Who isn't here right now that you wish was, that you could just hug one more time? For me, it was my Uncle Stan, who passed on January 10th, 2019. He was one of my biggest supporters who continues to influence me to this day. For starters, this man let me watch Mean Girls at the ripe age of 8. He also made me banana boat Sundays every weekend, introduced me to Tim Burton, and even taught me how to flag twirl. Uncle Stan filled my childhood with joy and love. His passing left a void that can never be filled. Despite his physical absence, his presence lingers in every cherished memory we share. When I talk about my uncle, I so easily slip into the present tense, and I notice many other people do as well about those they have lost. It's not because we're in denial or because we forget. It's because the people we love, who we've lost, are still so present for us. Our losses are indelible, and that makes them oh so present. Because of this, one of my least favorite phrases when talking about the memory chair is moving on. Sure, my life got better, I got better, but I haven't moved on. The lives and deaths of those aren't simply something of the past. Our losses can be seen in the lives we lead. They're present in the stories we tell our friends, laughing about the mistakes and adventures we went on until our stomachs hurt and our eyes well up in tears. They're present in our dreams because our subconscious knows these people are forever and will never be forgotten. So no, I say that we haven't moved on from the loss of our friends, our grandmothers, our fathers, our uncles, our sisters, but we've moved forward with them. There will be memories that will always hurt, and there will be memories that will always make us laugh. Grief doesn't happen in one fell swoop like a vacuum. It happens alongside and mixed in with all of these other associated emotions. The love we have for the living, the grief we have for the dead, and vice versa are not meant to be opposing forces, but strands woven into the same thread. They're meant to be the same stuff. Grief is not meant to be fatal, but sometimes it feels like it could be. We don't understand what we're experiencing. We understand that it's not simply a moment in time, but it's more chronic. And if we can't prevent that in each other, what can we do? What can we do other than remind one another that some things can't be fixed and that not all wounds are meant to heal? We need each other to remember that grief is a multitasking emotion. We will be sad and happy. We will be grieving and able to love in the same year, week, or in the same breath. We need to remember that a grieving person will laugh and smile again. We are going to move forward, but that does not mean we've moved on. That being said, let's not take the message of the memory chair lightly. Let us strive to live lives worthy of remembrance, making a positive impact on the world around us and leaving a legacy of love, compassion, of growth, of moving forward instead of moving on. And to the memory chair itself, may you forever stand as a symbol of hope and resilience, reminding us that healing isn't a linear function. That one's for you, Miss Woody. And to the class of 2024, continue to honor the memory chair and the lives it represents by continuing to learn and grow. Thank you.
For For the audience out there that doesn't know, CHS has started a tradition where every member of the graduating class has the opportunity to compete to present an original speech at graduation. This year, the lovely, the beautiful, the show-stopping Sophia Payne has earned this spot.
Soph has been described as a triple threat through her stellar academics, her dedication to CHS sports, playing varsity basketball, varsity volleyball, and varsity lacrosse all 4 years, and her participation in CHS clubs such as Student Government, National Honor Society, and Key Club.
Soph will be attending the University of Rhode Island this fall to study neuroscience. She also noted that she loves long walks on the beach and staying in or going out. With that, please welcome Sophia Payne to the stage.
Whoa. I always thought that I was afraid of public speaking, but I'm just now realizing that what I'm actually afraid of is the audience. But I'll do my best. Principal Herbert, faculty and staff, distinguished guests, families and friends, thank you for the opportunity to speak with the Concord High class of 2024. As the great modern-day philosopher Billie Eilish once asked, "What was I made for?" We've probably all been considering this question as we prepare to leave Concord High for the unfamiliar what's next. No pressure, right? In some ways, what was I made for sounds like, what do you want to be when you grow up? But I think they're actually different questions. The truth is, I've never liked that question. How could we possibly commit to a singular thing when we have grown up in a world of unlimited possibilities, where the average person will change their job 12 times? Researcher Angela Duckworth, who studies grit for a living, found that when you look at the best of the best across domains, physical, intellectual, entrepreneurial, civic, or artistic, the combination of passion and perseverance sustained over the long term is the common denominator. So don't get me wrong. I do think that ambition is important, but we must also remain curious and embrace new opportunities and experiences, even if they're not part of our so-called master plan. Billie Eilish is asking an existential question about our individual purpose. But there's really nothing that we will do in this world that will be done on our own and only for ourselves. As a person who loves science, I know our brains are primed to grow in conditions of safety, positivity, and exploration within a network of other brains. It's pretty remarkable, really, that our brains need one another to survive. So why then do we all feel so much pressure to figure it out alone? But we have each other. And maybe the real question is, what are we made for, collectively? The person sitting next to you today has done great things that we'll never hear about. They've been heroic, they've beaten the odds, they've struggled with something or someone, and they've come out on the other side. They've won sometimes, and as anyone in my calculus class knows, shout out Miss Batch, we all fail sometimes. It's true. The person sitting next to you has experienced great love and great loss. They've been shaped by their family, their culture, their faith, their abilities, their struggles. They've known unkindness and moments of despair, and they've experienced moments of joy and wonder, which, if we understood, could enrich our own lives. Now back to the science. I was interested to learn recently that our memories are not stagnant. The telling of our story to others and the retelling of moments from our past, good and bad, helps us evolve. A neuroscientist, Louis Cozolino, writes, "Memory is not a hard drive full of fixed data. It consists of countless stories that are told, reorganized, and recreated with each telling. So from the telling and hearing of each other's stories, we gain healing, confidence, a feeling of being loved and loving others. As we collectively ask ourselves what we're made for, especially in a world so polarized and cynical, in which it would be easy to let our own insecurities or biases get in the way of our own connections with others, let's think about that person sitting next to us and everything you still don't know about them. One gift we can all offer the world equally is openness and understanding. Our society will soon default to artificial intelligence to support our work, our studies, our lives. But no technology can replace our need for empathy, humor, compassion, imagination, and courage that we can only get from one another, including that person sitting next to you. Whatever our military, career, or college goals may be, let's find our purpose by connecting with others in an authentic way. Even on a day like today, where we celebrate excellence and dedication and new beginnings, you are more than your losses, and you are more than your achievements and your talents. I wish all of us success, happiness, and the grit to find our own purpose. But as you ponder that question, what are you made for? Remember that you are magnificent just because you are you. It's the most important thing that you can be when you grow up. Thank you.
Our next speaker is Sienna Dempsey, who will be performing a poetry reading. Sienna is an honors student with a love for the arts and English.
Next fall, she will be attending Emerson College to study Media Communication Studies with a minor in film. Sienna earned this opportunity through her participation in Poetry Out Loud, reaching the state level in 2023 and competing again in 2024.
This year, she won first in our school, top 3 finalists at the regional semifinals, and top 4 finalists in the Poetry Out Loud New Hampshire state finals. Please welcome Sienna Dempsey to the stage.
And remember, snaps, not claps when she's done.
At Last, the New Arriving by Gabrielle Cavaco-Resi. Like the horn you played in Catholic school, the city will open its mouth and cry out, "Don't worry about nothing. Don't mean no thing." It will leave you stunned as a fighter with his eyes swelled shut, who's told he won the whole damn purse. It will feel better than any floor that's risen up to meet you. It will rise like Easter bread, golden and familiar in your grandmother's hands. She'll come back, heaven having been too far from home to hold her. Oh, it will be beautiful. Every girl will ask you to dance and the boys won't kill you for it. Shake your head. Dance until your bones clatter. What a prize you are. What a lucky sack of stars.
It's time for our valedictorian to address the graduating class. Tyler Watt is not only a leader in CHS academics, but also in CHS sports, being a captain of our Nordic skiing team and participating in track and cross country.
During his time here at Concord High, Tyler has received many awards for both academic and athletic excellence, such as the John A. Nurbon Memorial Award, the Male Athlete Award, and the Senior Science Award. But if you ask him, he'll probably tell you that his greatest achievement was placing first in our fantasy football league this season.
Next year, Tyler will be attending Colby College for physics.
Without further ado, please welcome the academic weapon himself, Tyler Watt.
Oh, wait, this is... Good? Good morning, fellow graduates, faculty, family, and friends. Today, I want to take you with me on a journey that follows one of the most intense and hardcore games known to mankind, mini golf. First, I want everyone to imagine themselves getting their golf clubs and selecting their favorite color golf ball. Now, if you've ever played mini golf before, then you know that a typical mini golf course has 18 holes. However, our imaginary golf course is much different than Chuckster's. It is the mini golf course of our Concord High School careers. It only has 4 holes, one for each grade we made it through in order to be here today. We all begin at hole 1, freshman year. This hole is no walk in the park, as it splits into 2 directions, up and swooping over to the right, and down and around to the left. If you know me, I'm just happy to be here, but I'm not good at making decisions, so I'll need the audience's help on this one. If we should go up and swooping over to the right, stand up, and if you want to go down and around to the left, stay seated. Yeah, all right. It looks like we've selected to go down and around to the left. You may all take a seat. Let's angle our ball and swing away with our club. But wait, as we follow our ball, we see a waterfall between our ball and the hole, the waterfall of COVID-19. Our ball gets thrown off its course by the water, just like our education was thrown off a normal path. In the fall of 2020, we joined our virtual classes on our computers. It wasn't the ideal way to learn, and our golf ball skidded off the edge. It would have fallen into the artificial pond below if it wasn't for the safety fence that shot it back onto the green, allowing us to take another crack at it. This safety fence was our family, friends, and our teachers. We should be proud of our perseverance, but we must express our gratitude to all of our teachers who spent countless hours keeping us from falling into that cold pond below. We must thank our family, friends, for supporting us as we worked through these difficult times. After making it back onto the green, we finished the year strong, returning to four-person school at the end of the year and sinking the golf ball into the hole on the fourth stroke for a bogey. The next hole up is sophomore year. This hole consists of a large rock with a small tube through the bottom that is a straight shot at the hole. It's risky, but you could get a hole-in-one. The other option is to go all the way around the rock, which would take at least 3 strokes. In my mind, there's only one clear answer. Go big or go home, am I right? Let's go through the tube. Sophomore year was the first year where we could challenge ourselves with the AP and advanced classes. These classes were nothing like we had ever seen before. One of my favorite quotes comes from a poster Ms. Vos showed us in our AP Bio class. A smooth sea never made a skilled sailor. In other words, when you are pushed out of your comfort zone and challenged, you grow and learn. I remember thinking, if you're gonna be a bear, be a grizzly, before signing up for one of my favorite classes to this day, AP Physics 1 with Mr. Fleming. In my case, I had shot through the tube in the rock and straight into the hole. I learned that testing myself and trying to shoot through the tube made me grow as a student and readied me for my future challenges. I encourage you all to be up for a challenge and push yourselves outside of your comfort zone. Time for hole 3, junior year. Here, we are also faced with a simple decision: to the left through the rocks or to the right between the tunnel. Either way, we can't see where the hole is. It's a shot in the dark. I'm a bit less sure of which way to go on this one than I was on hole 2, so I'll need your help again. If you think we should go through the tunnel on the left, stand up. If you think we should go between the rocks on the right, you can stay seated. All right. It looks like we've selected to go through the tunnel on the left. Our first stroke brings us on beyond what we could originally see, and we realize that this hole is much more complex than we thought. At the end of the tunnel, we see the green take an elaborate swoop off to the right, and then our ball will need to jump over the river to get to the hole. In our junior year, we began to decide what we wanted to do with the rest of our lives after high school, and found that this decision was way more complicated than we anticipated. These decisions were very overwhelming at the time, but with the help of our brilliant guidance counselors, coaches, family, and friends, we were able to set ourselves up for our future journeys. We completed this hole with the opportunity to shoot under par for the whole course if the next hole went well. So now, as we approach the final hole, it's obvious that this one is different from the others. Before, there were only 2 different directions to go, but this hole splits off into 304 different directions. This is because now is the time when each of us will be leaving Concord High School on a different path. Now, could I have the whole graduating class stand up? Whether you are attending college, trade school, serving our country, or jumping straight into the workforce, you will have a different path to the hole of success. Each one of your paths will all have different obstacles that you will need to get by, but you already have the experience of evading the obstacles on the previous 3 holes. Remember to build yourself a safety fence, challenge yourself, and always go for that hole-in-one. No matter how many strokes you take, it's mini golf, and you'll still get your ice cream at the end of the game. So make sure you have fun. Let's have a round of applause for the class of 2024 and the many paths they will take. Thank you. Where should I put this?
Now, please welcome Ms. Pamela Walsh, who will, with any luck, bless the class of 2024 with the eligibility of students to graduate.
Marshals, please have the class of 2024 rise. Dr. Principal Herbert and Superintendent Murphy, will you please join me at the podium? Can you attest that each of the students standing before us has completed their course of study and have met all the requirements and conditions to graduate and receive their Concord High School or Concord School District diploma?
They have.
Then, as president and on behalf of the Concord Board of Education, and in accordance with the requirements set forth by the Departments of Education and the state of New Hampshire, I confer upon the students standing before me on this day, June 15th, 2024, this distinction of graduate of Concord High School and graduate of Concord School District, and declare them eligible to receive their diplomas, recognizing them as such. Congratulations, class of 24.
And now, the presentation of the class of 2024, led by the man who's trying his best to pronounce our names correctly, Mr. Flower. Please go easy on him.
I think we also have the.
Can I grab the scissors here?
What is it you're looking for?
Did you get them?
If the first row could please approach the ramp. You guys ready? Let's do this. Sophia May Anderson. Victoria Amanda Lewis. Mia Yeba Zarnecki. Lilith Claire Peterson. Connor David Affleck. Ian Elias Ager. Ali Alankar. Casey Bernard Ames. Josiah James Amores. Aubrey Claire Anderson. Connor Brian Anderson. William Bruce Okachukwu Anukum. Christian Adrian Aracena. Ryan Colby Arrigo in absentia. Nevea Alexis Arzu. Tegan Melchiori Aslin. Michael Anthony Babikian in absentia. Ellie Bahuma. Richard Edward Bailey. Riley Folger Bailey. Phoenix Lynn Bellum. Natalie Bendico. Amber Lynn Barnes. Kendall Elizabeth Barton. Sandrine Basita. Forrest Benjamin Bailey. Jaden Tate Beati. Jacob William Beauchesne. Quinn Edward Beauchesne. Cole Robert Bodette. Bronson Anthony Becker. Michaela Ruth Bankston. Keegan Antonio Yanez Bennett. Elise Lynn Best. Jonathan Bevilacqua. Haley Bilodeau. Logan Stephen Blake. Jackson Riley Borkish. Phoebe Angeline Boucher. Delilah Joan Bolton. Robert Charles Burgo. Isabel Amaya Jewel Bryce. Elise Elizabeth Bryan. Emily Linda Brock. Victoria Leanne Burt. True Michael Cambria. Moses Gifford Carr. Bailey Susan Carter. Avery Patricia Case. Elliot Case. Lila Rose Castellano. Allison Elizabeth Champagne. Simon Howard Champney. Daffazillion Raven Lee Chen. Willow Jean Schumento. Willie Win Chin in absentia. Hannah Claire Schmiel. William Bremen Chorlian. Alexander Szylski in absentia. Azalea May Clifton. Mitchell Edward Coffey. Devin Michael Collins. Caroline Cooper. Star Marie Corriveau. Joshua Ryan Colombe. Nicholas Michael Cox. Ash Leviathan Creon. Ayana Carol Cresswell. Keegan Michael Cummings in absentia. Avery Elizabeth Sear. Nicholas Robert DeGastino. Nirjara Darji. Muna Das. Declan Richard Davis. Benjamin Preston Deely. Jack Mason DeFreitas. Sienna Marie Dempsey. Aiden Jesse Diachenko. Morgan Paige Doherty. Lucky Sequoia Doporowski. Troy Lamont Douglas Jr. Jade Amethyst Douglas. Austin William Dow. Andre Joseph Dow Jr. Lillian Marie Driscoll. Sophia Nicole Dry. Rebecca Victoria Duana. Haley Marcel Ducharme. Jackson Thomas Duffy. Delaney Joe Duford. Allison Carmelina Dupuy. Derek Joel Duran Torres. Jordan Scott Dustin. Ariana Elizabeth Edwards. Jack Evans. Yep, thank you. Until he clears. Emma Marie Everett. Dawson Fletcher Fancher. Alessandra Josette Fanny Coates. Israel Bashays Faraja. Devin Roy Farwell. Nathan Bruce Feudner in absentia. Hayden Ford. Austin Dennis Friere. Kaimani Christian Joseph Gaeta. Simone Francoise Gagne. Lillian Page Janess. Quinlan Pride Gilbert. Ryan Michael Goff. Ian Manuel Gomez. Killian Lee Grant. Rachel Lewis Gridley. Chloe Ann Gudis. Lillian Elaine Hackett. Sarah Elizabeth Hackshaw in absentia. Lillian Helen Haig. Reagan Marie Hannon. Zoe Jane Harmon. Owen Matthew Hartnett. Madeline Grace Hartung. Ace Jamin Hayducky. Soren Curran Head. Brianne Elizabeth Hellings. Alexavier Julian Hildreth. Skylar June Hubbard in absentia. Benjamin Park Hughes. Connor Ryan Hughes. Ian Bradley Hughes. Oscar Hummelstein Perez. Amino Ibrahim Hussein. Hunter Boone Hutchinson. Ava Elizabeth James. Elisa Yanalari. Matthew Robert Janess. Kiana Marie Jensen. Jack Stephen Jewett. Eliza Jean Johnson. Keegan Connor Johnson. Jaden Jones in absentia. Marcus Sergeant Jordan Hazy. Anastasia Lane Just. Liam Thomas Keenan. Madison Lynn Kelly. Lauren Margaret Kemp. Rylan Keneally in absentia. Sidra Khan. Studi Katawada. Julia Ruth Karan. Finley Emerson Ross Prutzinger. Della LaFlamme in absentia. Lavender Nan Leotis. James Michael Langdon Jr. Jaden Austin Lee in absentia. Aaron Joseph LeMay. Fletcher Paul Lena. Sophia Adriana Leone. Bella Maya Lemariz. Jaden Alyssa Lucher. Sarah Michelle Lucci. Emma Ray Lewis Zanis. Trayvon Anthony Ling. Anthony Minque Lombardi. Adrian James Lujay. Ashton Scott Lyon. Jersey Helen McBride. Levi Daniel Madison. Anna Elizabeth McKee. Joseph Michael Mangoni. Erin Nicole Martell. Aaron Christopher Martin. Bella Rose Martin. Cole Benjamin Martin. Jackson Edward Martin. Richard Joseph Martin. Tegan Lawrence Schofield Mason. Trisha Lynn Matthews. Brett Casey McDonough.
Brett.
Lindsay Ann McLaren. Lorelei Grace McNulty. Alex Warut Merritt. Kelly Ann Michelson. Carson Matthew Miller. Taylor James Minery. Caden Stephen Mitchell. Layla Rose Mitchell.
All right, Layla.
Jasmine Elizabeth Moore.
Yeah, Jasmine. Maybe.
Cameron James Mascaratolo. Allison K. Mosier. Larissa Lynn Mole. Molly Kate Mulcairn. Ava Rose Mullen. Grace Catherine Murray. Jafet Dueo.
Yeah, Jafet.
Sebastian Nielsen Nichols. William Brady Nolan. Griffin Landers Norwalt. Michael Patrick Norse. Kendall Elaine Novak. Fabrice Chuti. Jean-Pierre Nisei Yamana. Ethan Michael O'Connor. Grace Miriam Parisi. Grace Marie Parsons. Sophia Josephine Payne. Alexander Joseph Pelletier. Hunter Ryan Pelletier in absentia. Logan Perkins. Amani Ann Perry. Ava Jean Philbrook. Alina Paige Pinkowski. Allison Julia Player. Annika Avery Plummer. Oliver Landon Palizos. Carter Arthur Pratt. Kendall Parker Preston. Travis Reaney Prue.
Travis.
Savannah Rye. Haley Elizabeth Raymond. Courtney Megan Renault. Nicholas Evans Reynolds. Olivia Alosa Reynolds. Joseph Charles Ribsom. Vanessa Monet Rice. Hunter Stephen Richard. Gavin Thomas Richardson. Samantha Grace Riley. Marcus Andrew Rio. Emma Lynn Roberge. Henry James David Roberge. Jenna Amanda Ross. Julie Christine Roy. Nicholas Scott Roy. Ethan Jonathan Ruff. Jaden Anthony Ruiz. Maria Rutu. Charles Milton Surratt. Bon Don Sarkey. Rose Elizabeth Saunders. Amelia Edna Shake. Matthew Ingram Seduto. Deambaje Cesarano. Yang Chen Sherpa. John Hamilton Shoemaker. Morgan Brittany Shibelka. Campbell Martin Simmons. Ada Marie Smalley. Grace Riley Smith. Henry Carter Smith. Miles Mitchell Solsky. Oliver Sonderegger. Andrew Thomas Spalding. Abigail Gould Sponenberg. Trenton William Sprague. Ava Lorin Spruill. Asa Victor Stojkovic. Aliza Leanne Magdi Suleiman. Charlotte Jane Summerlin. Emma Joy Sims. Bridget Ann Tarara. Sarah Ann Taylor. Zeo Teresa Teixeira. Brianna Lee Tessier. Catherine Foster Tewksbury. Lillian Rose Therian. Jarrett Patrick Thomas.
All right, JT.
Alexander David Thompson.
Yeah, Alex.
Casey Joseph Thompson. Emily Marie Thompson. Jalen Tona. Juliana Rain Tung. Riley Larissa Toppin. Isabel Marie Torria. Ava Wagner Trento.
Congrats, Ava.
Josue Tunguru. Joshua Thomas Tarrant. Alan Twite. Trent David Urban. Dokas Uamaharo. Whitney Evelyn Valiant. Neil David Valley. Amanda Jo Vazina. Aiden Troy Vincent. Madalena Catherine Jean Walker.
Maddie. Good job, Maddie.
Jason Robert Wallenberg. Aiden Joseph Walls. Ava Elizabeth Walsh. Tyler Hirschfeld Watt. Lainey May Watts. Cade John Esteban Weaver.
All right, Cade.
Jacob Robert Weaver. Taylor Ann Weisenborn. Reagan Joanne Westling. Ella Faith White. Liam Patrick White. Daphne Quinn Weibel. David Charles Wicks. Patrick Wiley.
Yeah, Pat.
Dakota Lynn Williams. Jeremiah Williams in absentia. Lillian Ray Williams. Fiona Rose Willis in absentia. Michael Warren Wilmot.
All right, Michael. Good job, Michael.
Connor William Wilson. Pablo Wynn. And Lillian Ava Wright.
Saving the best for last, our final speaker is our class president, Sophie Anderson. When Sophie wasn't busy being our fair and merciful leader, she could be found doing her homework,
Doing Will's homework,
representing the student body on the school board,
volunteering with National Honor Society,
tutoring her peers,
participating in track and soccer.
or staring at the periodic table.
Sophie is a hardworking and dedicated individual who gives her all in every aspect of her life.
I couldn't think of a better person to represent our class.
Okay, wait, you ready? Yeah. 1, 2. Will and Victoria said all of this of their own free will. The talented and intelligent Sophie Anderson in no way would ever bribe them to say nice things about her. Ignore that.
Please welcome our 2024 class president, Sophie Anderson.
Where are we sitting down here?
Hello, everyone. Oh, there was good. Okay. Many of you in the bleachers over there probably can't see the wonderful array of ducks we have up here, but this is kind of our saying goodbye to Mr. Herbert, Dr. Principal, and he would just like to say all the ducks that you've been receiving in your office all year is from your family Commons D. So let's give a round of applause for Commons D. All right, now to the serious stuff. Good morning, friends, family, faculty, and the reason we are all here today, the graduating class of the graduated class of 2024. I think we all need one more round of applause for us all. I am no stranger to public speaking and speech writing. In fact, it was the majority of my job throughout my high school career. Yet the contents of the speech failed to roll easily off my tongue. How am I supposed to sum up the end of a chapter of our lives in just a few minutes? The class of 2024 isn't one to be described with a few adjectives or a metaphor. So, with these few minutes that I have your attention, I will do my best to leave you with something that you can take with you in whatever endeavor awaits you next. From different countries, states, towns, schools, and everywhere in between, we managed to still end up as part of the Concord Crimson Tide community. The class of 2024 is filled with scholars, athletes, artists, musicians, writers, and leaders. Our community has not only grown together, but individually as well. The somewhat unconventional beginning shaped us into resilient people, into people who can handle the pressure and persevere when things are difficult. These qualities are those that are learned, not innate. The journey that has shaped us all was not guided alone. If you look to your right, you'll see rows of white seats filled with teachers who cared and mentored you these past few years. These are the ones who not only helped you succeed, but encouraged your success. Students are only students with our educators. Now, look at all those seats under the tent and far behind you in those wooden bleachers. Oh boy, wind is not friendly today. Family and friends fill all those under the tent and far behind you in the wooden bleachers. Your family and friends are the ones who brought you to school and picked you up. They brought your homework when you forgot it at home. They were the ones who kept you going even when it seemed like you would never finish that essay due at 11:59 when the clock read 5 minutes till midnight. Now finally, look to the people on your right and left. The individuals filling these seats, creating a sea of crimson. Your classmates are the ones who are right by your side, the ones who traveled with you hand in hand. They were your partners during labs, your lunch buddies, and who you complained to about everyone else I just mentioned. I want you to know you were never alone. The diploma in your hands is the marking of one great achievement in your life, the first of many, but it's also the beginning of a new one. I am sure you are all eager to march out of here and show the world the knowledge you have gained and the skills you have learned during your time at Concord High School. As you reflect on your fond memories, allow me to share some of mine. I will always remember going over the cardboard wall with Mr. Fleming in physics, learning about stoichiometry with Mr. Bride, composing counterpoint with Mr. Cohen, uncovering meta messages with Ms. Vaught, discussing quantum mechanics with Ms. Vinskus, and dissecting pigs with Ms. Fernandez, which after completing, I can safely say I do not want to be a doctor. Now, with these speeches, I'm supposed to leave you all with life-altering advice that you'll remember in decades to come, although you may not even remember my name in decades to come. I would like to share the best advice I have ever been given from my mom. When I doubted myself and was unsure if my work was good enough, it was this phrase that reassured me. All you can do is the best you can do. It seems simple in theory, but isn't always easy to apply. Your best is on a scale of its own. When you think maybe your worst, others could see as their best. Your next chapter will be full of challenges and daunting tasks. Take them one at a time and do your very best, as you can only fail if you do not try at all. Congratulations, class of 2024. Okay, now you get to listen to me speak a little bit longer. Marshals, before we leave, the same graduates, the same way we came in, you will be going out in rows, starting with the back. So I will be the last one out. Marshals, can you please stand the class of 2024? It's time for the fun part. Oh, fix that. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, got it. Wind troubles. Class of 2024, you can move your tassels right to left. Roll Tide! And you can throw them up too. Let's leave in an orderly fashion. Congratulations, everyone!